Breeze now on first down. That's caught by Meredith, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And some room to maneuver. Evades him at the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree totally. I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here you go.
Breeze to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. The intended target was Michael O'Matawanui. And that'll make it third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Breeze on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They go play action here on first down. And Josh Hill has it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
13.
To throw, it's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run with Marshall. And he's got some space here. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Trying to lay one up deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. T.J. Green with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Keith Marshall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have moved out in front. And his kick is good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Breeze again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Leopard! 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 Leopard!
On second down, Hyde. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield on play action. Room here to run. 10 more there and another first down.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Ah!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
12.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Breeze. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for a loss of 5.
21.
On play action. Now Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there again to drop him for the 2nd straight play. And it'll be 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
21.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. His throw incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. 3rd down here. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Space to run past the 20. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run here with Ingram. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver left. Breeze now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this man?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Sammy!
On play action, it's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Travis Carey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thomas, the intended target. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, now, look at 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 83 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash.